Hey, it's Scott, and I get asked the question a little bit these days. Why did you write this book, and what's up with the title? I mean, that doesn't sound like you. So I just thought I'd do a quick video to let you know. Why did I write this book? Well, first of all, because I've been through stuff. Now, that doesn't make me anything special. We've all been through stuff. You've been through plenty of stuff. I've been through plenty of stuff. The difference is that I want to share kind of how I got through some of the stuff because some of it's not so fun. Um, you know, Bad things happen to good people. Good things happen to good people too. I've had a pretty darn good career. I've had a lot of fun and done a lot of really great things, but I've had some other things happen throughout my life that, quite frankly, most people don't know about. And it's really not about the things that have happened. It's really about how you get through the things that have happened. See, with my mentors, I said, give me everything you got and I won't keep it. I'll share it with my students. Well, I did that for a reason because number one, I'm an avid learner. I want to learn as much as I possibly can so that I can pass it along to other people. And quite frankly, once you get through a situation that some might see as not so great, quite frankly, you've learned some things that other people haven't, and it can help you get through. Now, I'm not going to go into all of them real quick, but many of you know that I've lived through a full-blown cerebellar stroke. Now, if you understand the cerebellum and what it's connected to in the brain, it's speech, memory, fine motor skills, walking, talking, vertigo. By the grace of God, I walk away with nothing. Now, I had some issues up front. There's no doubt about that. But I also had the time where the doctors and the experts were saying, we have no clue why you're alive. Well, that's got to be valuable, not just to me, but to some other people and the encouragement that comes with it. There's a spot in the book I remember getting out of the hospital and looking up, well, how long will it take before I can drive? Novel question. You Google it, right? You go to your best friend Google, and it said most people who have strokes never drive again. That wasn't what I expected to hear. And so I said, well, as a professional speaker, how long will it take before I can get back on stage and I can speak again? That answer rocked my world. It said most people who have strokes that lose their speech never come back and speak again. Quite frankly, that was my mom when she went through hers. So I went through learning some lessons that other people haven't learned. And quite frankly, it'd be kind of selfish if I didn't share those. So if this is of value to you, go ahead and get it. So now let's just touch the title for a second. This sucks. What now? Real world solutions to getting through what you're going through. Well, that's really what it is. It's the real world solutions that I've lived, that I've come through, not just me, other friends. I mean, I've got friends who have been through some equally as horrendous or even worse situations than I've ever been through. But in talking to them, I studied what did they do to get through. That helped me get through. Well, if studying somebody else's pain and suffering and some of the things they've been through helped me get through, well, wouldn't it make sense that if I share some of those things with you, it helps? See, I've been writing this book for quite a while now. I've been putting it together. I write it a little bit and put it down, write it a little bit and put it down. And finally, it became very evident that it's time. And one of the things that stopped me, quite frankly, or stopped me in my tracks for a while, was finding the title. So if you're an author searching, maybe this helps you. Well, so finally, I was telling one of my friends about some of the various events in the book and the variety of different things. And he says, man, that's just amazing that you've been through all that. I didn't know any of this stuff. Yeah, and I said, well, it's not about making it all public. That's not ever been the idea. In fact, my daughter Jordan, love her to death. She goes, Daddy, you never have a bad day. I said, Jordan, oh, I have plenty of bad days. You're just not going to see it publicly because that's not what it's all about. See, that's the difference in our social media world these days. We hear about everybody's upset and hurt. Doesn't mean they don't happen. Just means you don't have to publicize it. Anyway, so this friend said to me, So what did you say to yourself as you completely severed an Achilles tendon, you got divorced, you were addicted to drugs, you had a full-blown cerebellar stroke, what did you say to yourself? I said, that sucks. What now? Now, I don't see that as a negative statement. I just say it as it's a realization. I had a stroke. That sucks. Well, what do you do now? The real world solutions to getting through what you're going through. This book is for those who need some encouragement, who need some inspiration, who need something passed along from all the people I've learned from. It's not just from me. You don't just get my solutions in this book. You get the solutions of some of the greatest, the inspiration of the Joel Osteens and the Bob Bodines and the Tom Ziglers and the Zig Ziglers and John Childers and, oh gosh, all the mentors that I've learned from along the way. I encourage you, if you need that encouragement, that inspiration, that hope, those ways to get through, pick up this book. I think it'll do you a lot of good. And if it's not for you, do it for those who depend on you. God bless.